What's up, TRC fans? Don't miss our upcoming event, TRC Street Kings at Palm Beach International Raceway.
Hey, what's up guys? It's Chris with TRC with another feature for you today. It's 1000HP CTSV and it is sick, man. This thing is sick, man. Thanks for taking some time out. So what's it roughly making right now?
Just right about 800 blower only, and right about 1,000 on the nitrous.
Full interior, rides like the Cadillac, baby.
That's it.
So what we're gonna do is start out with just a blower, and then we're gonna be adding the nitrous here just shortly, but I want to see what she does on just blower.
Name is Matt. I drive a 2009 Cadillac CTSV, also known as the Daddy Caddy. I've had the car for going on 3 years. Got it back the very beginning, 2017, where I picked it up from Houston in a pretty stock form, cam and injectors and exhaust. Went through some small bolt-on mods. Had that here in town for about a year and a half, making low 600s, which did real good work locally for the cars around here. Rolled with that for roughly a year or so, and then ended up selling the car to somebody out of state in St. Louis. They did their own revision with the car. They ended up breaking piston rings and 2 cylinders, and went ahead and rebuilt the engine with forged pistons and rods. He ended up selling the car back to me about 6 months later, and we brought it back here to Arkansas. And it went through another integration of mods where we changed a couple of things up, pulley combo, and ran it straight ethanol all the time, and ran it at mid 600s for a while like that. And then just recently we decided to port some cylinder heads, port the blower, change the camshaft, 15-inch conversion, etc., and do a little bit more of aggressive of a build.
Alright, so now we're gonna go out and try out this nitrous, which, like he said, even this will be his first time on a roll to see how it is. So I think we're both pretty jazzed about how this is about to go.
Yeah. bottom end short block is still the factory LSA block. It has a set of drop-in Weisco pistons with some K1 rods, and then the factory forged LSA crank. It is ARP rod bolts, main studs, head studs, with a C5R timing chain and a custom grind Daddy Caddy camshaft from GPI. So the top end consists of a set of Lemons CNC ported LS3 heads with Brian Tooley 660 lift valve springs, the Brian Tooley titanium retainers and push rods. Also a set of LS7 lifters with ARP head studs. It has a Lemons custom ported Big Chief port LSA blower, ZL1 lid with a nitrous outlet spray bar system with a reinforced brick, 2.17 grip tech upper pulley with an 8.6 power dyno lower, 102 millimeter eBay throttle body, along with an RPM 5-inch intake and a 100 millimeter Metco idler. The exhaust consists of American Racing 1 7/8 inch headers with a custom mid-pipe to Borla mufflers, and the cooling system on it has a trunk ice tank with a reprogrammed DMS reprogrammed EMP pump through the factory heat exchanger. Driveline is 4L80 Mark Mick transmission with a custom Nitrous Precision Industries converter. Custom cross member, modified the factory shifter to work. PST one-piece drive shaft. It has still the factory rear differential with the drive shaft shop 1400 horse axles and the Carlisle Racing 15-inch rear brake conversion. The fuel system on the car is still the factory pumps in the tank with a DSX auxiliary fuel system programmed to kick on under certain boost. Has a set of 1300cc Big Willys injectors in it, along with a Glanzer Performance Flex Fuel system. Autometer digital pressure gauge with the standalone nitrous outlet standalone tank in the trunk with a Lingenfelter LNC timing control box. The wheels and tires that stay on the car primarily are the drag pack, which is a 17 by 4.5 inch in the front, 15 by 10 in the rear, weld S71s, custom painted by Liquid Illusions here in Maumelle, Arkansas. Tires are 26-inch M&H Race Masters in the front and a 275 60/15 MT Radial Pro in the back. The car is still tuned on the factory ECM with HP tuners by GPI here in Jacksonville, Arkansas, and it still rides on all the factory mag ride suspension minus the front sway bars we delete. So the reason I'm all about the CTSV is I bought one on my 30th birthday about 4 years ago, and it was perfect for a family of 4. The kids, I had a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old at the time. The kids loved riding in it. They loved the sound of the supercharger. So it really was a good choice for a car that I could modify and still be able to drive around with the family in. So that's led me to go through 2 of them now. So it's a perfect balance between a race life and a family.
Good thing about the 4-door too, so he has 2 little ones, and so it's kind of perfect. That's a big deal with the name of it that came about. So what's the name of this thing?
It's been deemed the Daddy Caddy.
Perfect, dude.
Yeah, it's always got kids in it somewhere. So we pretty much use the car for just anything around town. We use it for going to the movies on the weekends. We use it for grocery shopping. I take it to the gym pretty much 2 or 3 times a week. So it's all around a good street car. It still has all the seats. Everybody can ride in it. Family-oriented track days. We all go to the track, load up a bunch of chairs on the trailer. The kids having fun. Wife supports it all with me. that's how it kind of established the name for the Daddy Caddy, because usually whenever you see it out racing, you see my whole family with me riding in the car, or you see us around town all riding in the car, going shopping. We go to the grocery store with it. So it's generally just an all-around machine, just to do whatever you want it to do. So the purpose of this build this go around was to see if I could obtain or get close to the factory LSA blower nitrous record, which Cadillac out of Oklahoma City, Caddy Jack, had ran, I believe it was an 887. So that's what this whole purpose of this last round of mods was, and that's why the port on the superchargers has been named Big Chief Port by Lemons Coating and CNC. That's the goal this go around. Of course, that record's been broken, but now we can still try to obtain it for my personal pleasure and go from there.
Well, I mean, if you had that goal of 880 or 888, whatever it was, if you get to that, even if the record's changed before, you still, like, you know, you hit your goal, and did what your target was. That's hauling ass.
There's only a handful of cars that have gone in the 8s, and most of them are big cube motors with turbos and stuff like that. There's a couple of LSA blower cars that are still there, but
now are most of those that are kind of setting the records, are they stripped interior, or most of them keeping? Because I mean, you have full interior. That's such a key thing.
Most have the interior pulled out, and then it's pretty easy to at least take the seats out of these things, and you've got 200 pounds worth of seats in this whole car, so that's a substantial amount of weight you can pull out pretty quickly for going for just an extra tenth or two. So that's what most guys do. Once we get to that 880 mark or so, I would like to pull the nitrous off, pull the blower off, maybe go with a bigger set of heads, maybe a bigger supercharger, perhaps try the turbo world out, which most of these other guys are swapping over and going with turbos now, and ditching the root style supercharger. But future plans will probably change numerous times between now and then. So switching to the 15-inch rear conversion and 15 by 10 rear wheels made a big difference whenever we for the street use. Between that and the skinny Seager sauce, hooking up on the street was a whole different level then. When we swapped to the 15s, removed the sway bar, and got the right prep, this car became a different animal once it was on the street.